Welcome to a Warface Review series video. Today we'll be looking at the H&K MG5 121 machine gun. This machine gun is known as one of the strongest machine guns in all of Warface, and one of the easier machine guns to use. Today we'll be looking into to see if in reality the H&K MG5 machine gun is in reality the best machine gun in the game. We will be looking into its special attachments to see what perks you get, and if it really is worth investing into this weapon. This machine gun is in the shop pretty frequently at a price of 32 credits per random box. I personally do not recommend opening random boxes as it is possible to not get anything even with a lot of money invested into them. You can also get this gun from the cards menu for 1,000 cards and a 30,000 Warface dollar construction fee. But for this video, let's see if Lady Luck was on my side and if I got this weapon permanent or for time from the random boxes. I spent about 3,000 credits total on this random box to get it permanent, but I was unable to get it. For this video, I spent an additional 800 credits, but I lost pretty badly on this random box opening, as it took all my credits away, and I still didn't get it. Now let's see the statistics and the special attachments of this weapon. This gun has one of the highest damage for all of machine guns in Warface, sitting at 87 damage per hit, the third strongest out of all machine guns. The very cool aspect of this gun is that it is one of the only machine guns that has special attachments. This machine gun has an RPM of 650 in the range of 14 meters, which is pretty average for a machine gun. The multipliers are also pretty average, sitting at 5 times multiplier for a headshot and 1 times for a chest shot and 0.9 for arms and 1 times for legs. This machine gun is pretty average damage drop off, ending at 52 meters at the damage of 56 per hit. This machine gun also comes with 2 special attachments. For the sight, it comes with a very nice and clear red dot scope called the Hensdot Zo sight, and has an increased zoom factor of 1.8 times and a zoom in duration increased by 10%. For the underbarrel, it has the H&K 121 grip bod, which reduces spread by 10%, reduces recoil attack by 30%, and removes the sway when prone by 90%. I still added my most optimal loadout above. For muzzles, I used the Rifleman suppressor. I personally use this gun for further to medium ranges, as it does have very minimal damage drop off, which can out-compete most assault and SMGs in that range area. In close quarter combat, this gun is outclassed by most submachine guns, but it's still very capable against most assault rifles due to its decent RPM and huge 200 round magazine. This place for this gun fits the best is at medium ranges. Now let's test the recoil of the H&K MG5 121. I posted the recoil pattern above so you can see how to control it. This gun out of the box has very little recoil but a huge amount of recoil shake. The only recoil you have to compensate for is a slight vertical bump, which is very easy to compensate by pulling down ever so slightly, but the recoil shake is very uncontrollable and very hard to predict as it is super bouncy. As you can see, the bullet spread is very accurate and precise unless you try to hit fire, which it is pretty decently accurate. Now let's compare it to other alternatives in this machine gun category. The strongest machine gun is the DP27 Stoner LMG. They both have the higher damage output per bullet, but both have a lower RPM. They both sit at 630 while the H&K sits at 650, so the damage per second is better on the H&K MG5. The range is 1 less at 14 compared to the 15 of the DP27 and the Stoner. The one downside that the DP27 has is that it only has a 60 round magazine, which is pretty small. The Stoner also has 180, so by default H&K wins here as it has the largest magazine of 200. Another huge bonus is that the H&K MG5 21 has a special sight and a special grip, which the other two don't have. So overall, I personally think that this gun is the best out of all machine guns in PvP and PvE scenarios. This machine gun feels pretty amazing when you do get used to it. The recoil is very easy to manage, and the huge amount of ammo, 200 per clip, is a very amazing bonus. It is able to take out the whole enemy team multiple times in one magazine and in one continuous long spray. The only downside I see is that the recoil shake is really hard to compensate for, but the high damage output of this gun will surprise you in many ways. It is able to compete with a lot of rifles in PvP, which makes it that much better. Thank you guys very much for watching, and if you liked my review, please leave a like, subscribe, and drop a comment on which gun you prefer or what gun I should review next. Thank you very much, and please enjoy this gameplay clips ahead. Thank you.